teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready. 50, plant. Two times. Go.
They'll run on first down. Riddle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Riddle. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That good for 19 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
X3, 218, chop. Ready.
And to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
6-6, pull it high.
They'll try and run for it. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive.
Ready,
the 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now back to throw. He's got the first down inside the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys didn't come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now. It's Gross, and he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. They'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
60 or
65. 65. Joker.
On 1st down, McCann. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
ready up.
59. Mike 59. And it's getting that home.
Get it.
On 3rd down, Wood. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he short of the line to gain. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel real. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. It's a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
56.
We own it. Hey, orbit.
Mike 56. Mike 56.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
56 to Mike.
Defense.
2nd and 11.
Here we go. Here we go.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready.
56 is the mic.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long.
I got you, pump. By 56, by 56. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock?
That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big play there for Philly. 57 yards.
And an Eagle first down.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Kill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 13-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
You draw Porter.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Let's go, baby.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll come out in the pistol. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now a give right side. Gross. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, Charlie.
2nd and 9 now. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
There's a 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Game situation. Let's go.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 16th touchdown of the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
Right back to him on first down. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense.
Sack City. Sack City, baby.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
I got you.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike, 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
You have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, They've talked about it for years. They've done the drills, but they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
56 is the mic. Let's go one more. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
Back to throw here. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to keep it here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. 20! And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll drop the throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll try the left side. McCann. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give, right side. Callaway. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 2nd down, McCann. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
Hey, wahoo!
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Mike 56. Mike.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Hey, high 7. Roll out.
2nd and 6. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
64. You can't stop me. Get it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Gross, and a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now left side on the swing pass. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Ball. 2.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19.
Jet bomber. 2 jet bomber.
And an Eagle first down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 19 yards away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Come on, set.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Hey, Zoom.
Check, 59.
He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down, Philadelphia.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Sam off. Hey, Orvin. Let's go.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
60 or.
On second down now, Riddle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son.
Go.
I got motion. I got motion. Mike, 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. McCann. And he spins past him and into space. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. They'll try the left side. Callaway. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Callaway. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Wood. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Wood. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Check. Check the go.
On 2nd down, McCann. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll find Metcalf. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. McCann. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf.
You can't block me.
80 weapon. 6. Get ready.
They'll run on first down. McCann. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
30 base.
56
On second down now, McCann. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now a give, right side. McCann. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 19 yards away, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. Now a give, right side. It's Gross. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. Second and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. And an alley to run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come here, switch it. Ready?
They'll try the left side. Riddle. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. It's a quarterback sneak. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and take it.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Eagles, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.